Hello and welcome to the second part of my list of favourite BBC radio comedies. Number 6 is Bleak Expectations, which is a Charles Dickens parody. It ran for 5 series since 2007. It has a very large cast, including Anthony Head, Richard Johnson, Tom Allen, Mark Evans, who also wrote it. It also spawned a TV adaptation called The Bleak Old Shop of Stuff, which was on in 2011. Also, Mark Evans has written a novel of Bleak Expectations, which I haven't read yet, but my dad does own it, so I will read it soon, hopefully. It's pretty stupid and I love it. My number 7 is Mark Watson Makes the World Substantially Better. It had 2 series. The first series had Mark Watson as the host, Tim Key as the poet, and Tim Minchin as the musician, and then series 2 replaced Minchin with Tom Basden. There was also Mark Watson's live address to the nation, which I guess could be described as series 3. That was broadcast live, and it also had Mark Watson, Tim Key and Tom Basden. It is mainly stand-up with a bit of poetry and a song at the end. Sticking with Tim Key and Tom Basden, my number 8 is Cowards. Cowards are a 4-man comedy act. They feature Tom Basden and Tim Key, also Lloyd Wolfe and Stefan Golojewski. I may be pronouncing Stefan Golojewski wrong. It's the sketch comedy that I listen to most. There was also a BBC 4 TV series in 2009, which I also loved, although it wasn't as good as the radio show. Unfortunately, you don't really see them performing together anymore. They're now all quite successful writers and performers. Sticking with Tom Basden, still, my number 9 is Party. This radio show was adapted from Tom Basden's play Party, and he also stars in it with Anna Crilly, Johnny Sweet, Katie Wicks, Tim Key again. Also, I remember something about there maybe being a TV show, but I don't remember, so. My final comedy show, number 10, is Alex Horne Presents The Horne Section. I love The Horne Section. I have seen them live a few times in Edinburgh and in London. They are a comedy jazz band. It's run since 2011. There have been 3 series so far, and I hope there'll be another one soon. Also, if you have a chance to see them live, I recommend it. Their shows are often really great fun. Anyway, they also have a YouTube channel, so I shall link to that. So that's my 10. You may have noticed that quite a lot of the shows I have mentioned have the same core group of people in. I think this is because, unlike TV shows, which I mainly discover through trailers and reviews and recommendations, I discover most of my radio programmes through previous radio programmes. I shall link to as many of these things as I can find in the description below. A lot of radio shows are repeated on Radio 4 and Radio 4 Extra, so there's a good chance that there'll be a few episodes of some of these shows available to listen to right now on the Radio iPlayer. Let me know what you think about these shows if you have listened to them. What would you recommend if you also listen to radio comedy? I haven't mentioned a lot of things that I do enjoy. For example, I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, Just a Minute, but I figured 2 days of talking about BBC radio comedy was probably enough for now. See you tomorrow.